fellow citizens. We are Digital News Network with Freeman Media Corporation. We're here to give you the news, and I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian. Today we have some big news. Apparently we also have a newspaper. I couldn't believe those things still existed. It's called The Daily Dish, and you should not read it. Although it is the same quality as this show, great obviously, the newspaper is outdated media source that shouldn't exist and is also a waste of paper. Anyway, let's get to some more news.
Recently, the state of Verini became a part of California. This now makes it the second most populated state. Congratulations to all the citizens of Verini and California on the new union.
The weather for tomorrow will be chilly in the high 60s. It looks like there might be a thunderstorm, so make sure to be safe out there. There's a 40% chance of rain and a 20% chance of death.
Next up, an interview with President Lily and her intentions and goals for presidency. To you, Sammy.
Interviewing the President Lily. Thank you so much for having the interview with me. I'll just be asking you some questions.
All right.
The first question is, how are you going to be successful as the president?
As the president, I plan to work my hardest to keep everybody in the nation of the United States of Price as happy and comfortable as they can be, while at the same time getting things done and passing new legislation that will make everyone's lives easier.
And how are you going to make people's lives easier?
By working my hardest to promote laws that will make our time here fun and easy.
What are your plans to do with the island of Verini?
So, like I've said, we are trying to pass the proposal to put the capital city of the entire country in the island of Verini, just south of a palm tree forest and on the coast. And the state of California is proposing a project to build an under-the-sea tunnel that connects the mainland to the island, which would be a tourist attraction in addition to being a interesting place for the nation's capital to be.
Okay. What are your factors in choosing someone to be a vice president? Or what were those factors?
Could you repeat the question?
What are your main factors in choosing a vice president?
Well, I've already chosen my entire cabinet. By Monday afternoon, we had our entire cabinet approved by the Senate. For a vice president, I chose Bryn Woods, who was already representing California in the Senate. So the vice president of the United States is also the president of the Senate within the simulation. So since she had a good idea of how the Senate was running and operating, I thought that would be a perfect job for her. And we work well together, and yeah, that worked nicely. My other cabinet members were all chosen for similar reasons: experience, communication skills, and leadership qualities.
Thank you for joining me. I know your schedule is busy. Now back to the studio.
Okay. Thank you, Sammy. Next up, a peek into the courtrooms with Gwen. Earlier today, there was a court case in which a citizen by the name of Cameron McCall was accused of stealing a Class P weapon. The prosecutor used one witness as their evidence, as well as the citizen's lack of a Class P permit. The defense claimed that the prosecutor had no substantial evidence to prove the defendant guilty. The citizen was fined, with the final statement being
payment of 6 rubles immediately.
Court cases and interviews aren't the only thing happening around here. Recently, a number of new bills have been passed, with the repeal of Regulation 110.001. All Class P objects, including pens and pencils, are now legal.
Breaking news: Kyle's head still looks like a beach ball. In other news, the law has been passed stating that citizens can wear their comfortable shoes regardless of color, as long as you're not meeting legislators or important figures. So crack out the Converse and the Crocs.
That was a joke. Keep the Crocs out. Have you been celebrating our national holiday today? If not, then you'll be fine. Citizens are required to spend at least 15 minutes to enjoy the beauty, elegance, and purpose of magnificent squirrels. If you have not participated in this event, then you'll be fined 10 brapples. Squirrels, guy. Squirrels.
Who doesn't love a good advertisement? I know I do, because advertisements mean money, and I love money.
He means he loves his job.
No, I mean I love money. So please, consider purchasing an advertisement. We will ensure a 10 out of 10 advertisement, if you have the money, of course. So stop by the media center during activity blocks or in your free time, and purchase an advertisement while the costs aren't too high. Starting tomorrow at noon, the cost for a single advertisement will go up by 20 Brapples for all advertisements.
Thank you very much for watching, and if you excuse us, I think I left my stove on. We'll now pass the segment to our field reporter, Sammy,
In court
in trial
for the 5th time.
again.